Hello, we're here at Jeff Walker's secret headquarters in Durango, Colorado, and this is Melinda Cohan of Coach's Console, and we are launching the book, Women Rocking Business.
Woohoo! And there's a lot of noise, there's a little gathering going on, but we just wanted to share some information with you really quickly.
Yeah, and one of the chapters of the book is all about creating systems and structures to free you. And this goddess right here, yes, you're looking at her, she is the structure queen. Every time I talk to her, I get another aha moment about how I can create more systems that make my time more and more spacious. So I want her to share with you a couple of the hot tips. I'll share one so that you walk away from this video with 3 incredible tools that you can use to start automating and creating the systems underneath you to have the lifestyle that you desire. Because being a free spirit takes great discipline.
And a little bit of structure, you don't have to get rigid, but a little bit of structure brings the greatest amount of freedom and flexibility so that your passion can truly come out. You can be present in the work that you're doing and you can make the biggest impact. Without just a little bit of structure, you're all over the place, you're spending your time on the wrong stuff, it gets frustrating and overwhelming, but a little bit of structure brings the greatest amount of freedom.
Exactly. So where do we start, Melinda? What's like the hottest tip that you have for a business owner who's in their first couple years of business and they're wondering, where do I go first for structure?
One of the easiest places to look is to just take an inventory of the day-to-day tasks that you're doing on a regular basis and find those redundant tasks that you're doing all the time, day in and day out, and you're just repeating yourself. You sound like a broken record, or you feel like a broken record, and just like I used to keep a piece of paper on the side of my desk and I would write down my tasks, and after about a week you'll see patterns, and those redundant tasks, find a way to either delegate it, duplicate it, or automate it. Ideally, you would want to automate it because it's something that has to happen over and over and over again, but you don't want to spend your time doing it, you want to free up your time. So find those redundant tasks and find a way to automate it.
Yeah, awesome tip. And the next thing I recommend that you do is I recommend that you write down the 3 to 5 things that you just hate doing. Right? Like always be in touch with the top 3 to 5 things that you're kind of sick and tired of doing in your business. And as your business grows, it's going to become more and more evident and more clear what's yours to do and what's not yours to do.
And so what's yours to delegate.
Exactly. So you can focus in your genius zone. Because isn't that the goal that we're all going for, right? That we spend 50 to 75 to 80% of our time in our zone of genius.
Not in the back end.
Teaching or being the face of your business.
Yeah, and you have to bring structure to the back end or else you'll spend 80% of your time in the back end, and that we don't like that. I do. I think that's sexy and fun, but I know you probably don't.
Yeah. So I guess that would lead us to the 3rd tip. I know you have this saying that you say, delegate it, dump it,
duplicate it.
Yep.
One of the things that you can also do that I highly recommend, especially as you're working with your clients, automate the onboarding process. So when you have a client that says yes, it's what I call leverage the yes. Do that through automation. And so your new client autoresponder sequence, a series of emails, because you're going to communicate the same information to the same people over and over.
Yeah.
So automate that, turn it into a series of autoresponders, and create a private portal where your clients can go to retrieve what they need to get started. So they're not dependent on you waiting for you to remember to send them whatever they're supposed to have. Like automate it so that they have it immediately. You can leverage their yes when they're in that emotional excitement. You can engage them right away, and then they can retrieve what they need to get started, so they're getting into action, they're getting momentum and results really quickly. So you can bring some automation to that as well, leveraging technology so you can leverage their yes.
That is like gold. That is going to save you so much time. And we don't really have a client until we have their credit card and until they've been with us for several weeks, right?
Yeah.
So the more you can automate and even future pace them so they know what's coming, they get excited about what am I going to be doing next week and what am I going to be doing the week after that. They're going to stay with you, and not only are you going to be getting more clients, but you're going to be sticking more clients.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, one last thing that I want to say, systems are sexy.
Yeah.
A lot of people run from systems and they run from structure because they feel like it's going to box them in.
Yes.
But really, they're sexy because of the result that it gets. you get more of your time. You release that overwhelm and that chaos, and you can really concentrate and focus on what you're doing. And you have to pay attention. You cannot be in business and ignore the back end of your business. You cannot be in business and ignore structure. You have to master it, and the faster you do, the faster you'll leverage and scale your business beyond your wildest dreams.
That's right. And when you grab the book, you're going to get the 6 key structures that every beginning entrepreneur needs to know to become like the rock star of your business. And these structures, as they're laid out in the book, are incredibly feminine, because my belief is that when we do things, when we're like in alignment with women's values, right, we build our business from a place of collaboration rather than competition, and empowerment rather than power over. We just go so much faster, so much further. So the systems you're going to learn in the book are easily implemented, they're simple, and they're super feminine. You're not going to feel
sexy.
They're super sexy. You're not going to feel like you're pushing or having to figure out complicated technology to implement them. And if you just implement those 6 simple systems over the next few months, you're literally going to add at least 30% to 50% free time back into your schedule. So you're going to love it. Grab the book. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping launch this book into the world.
Oh, it's such a pleasure.
I love doing it in collaboration with women like you. We're going to go have dinner. Thank you so much for being with us.